Hi, my name's Fiona Fonti. So Fiona is my surname, and I'm the owner of the Rehabilitation Specialists. So I founded the Rehabilitation Specialists back in 2012. So back in 2012, I was working for a really big national company, and that company decided that they weren't going to operate one part of their business, and so I had to go through a redundancy process. And in that time, I was like, oh, I've worked so hard. There's so much more that I can do. I'm just going to give it a go and try it myself. And when I started the business, I didn't really think about the challenges of being deaf and running a business. It was just, I need to give it a go and kind of make it work. And I've always really enjoyed helping people in the workplace and to return to work and understanding disability needs. But one of my goals at the very start of the business was that one day I'd really like to be able to support and offer services for the deaf community as well, because there's not a lot out there in our industry that really have a lot of deaf awareness. So that was one of my goals, but I didn't know how I was going to get there at the beginning. So it's been a really long journey along the way, and it's just really nice to now be at a point in time where we have deaf aware OTs on the team. I'm deaf and I'm an occupational therapist. We've been able to sponsor the Australian Deaf Game, and just kind of being able to give back and to support our community. So I definitely grew up speaking and being part of mainstream school. So even though I'm profoundly deaf and speaking can be challenging because you can't hear everything, especially when I was wearing hearing aids. That's how I was brought up. So speaking is my most comfortable form of communication, but I can understand Auslan, and I really want to improve my skills to be able to use Auslan, because I really wish I had that opportunity as a child to learn Auslan, because it would have made so many other things in my life a lot easier. And so now I'm a big advocate for children having both options so that they can choose themselves later on in life what works best for them. So I think inclusivity and diversity are two kind of different things, and they're quite broad, but the more different people that we have in the workplace, different experiences, the actually better we can serve our clients, and the more awareness we can build within our own team and our own workplaces, which just means that there might be, I guess, more creative services or more targeted services that we can actually provide to the community. So the more diverse your team is, the more we learn about each other, I think the better services we can provide to the community. So it's, without diversity we don't grow and we don't learn from each other. So I think it's a really big part of business development and business growth to learn from each other and kind of embrace and be open to being flexible and be open to, you know, having reasonable adjustment in your own workplace, because you'll see what's possible. You know, if you can find a mentor or someone that you can speak to that has started their own business as well, maybe sit down with them and you know, brainstorm your ideas and kind of what you'd like to achieve, and maybe, you know, draw on guidance and support from the other person about, you know, what has worked for them. So just draw on the support around you. There's a big community out there of deaf business owners, and we would all, I'm sure, love to share our experience and support other people.